Amy Stroud back at it once again.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm feeling great today. It's going to be another great one.
Yes, it is. It is Thursday, August the 27th. It's National Just Because Day and National Kiss Me Day, so celebrate accordingly.
It is, and it's Pee Wee Herman's birthday.
No.
Yes, Paul Rubens' birthday.
That one
today.
got right by me. It's Pee Wee Herman's birthday.
I was just sure you were going to come in and jump all over that.
No, I did not know that. Well, happy birthday, Pee Wee Herman. We'll have to talk about that a little bit later because in the studio this morning I have Erica Anderson and Leisa Phillipi, and we are going to talk about Lullabies at Lake Cumberland this morning. So good morning.
Good morning.
This is an event that you all do once a year, so it's a very big deal, and it's coming up this Saturday, August the 29th. So, Erica, we'll start with you. Tell us all about Lullabies at Lake Cumberland.
It's a maternity fair that we hold at the hospital. We try to have vendors come in that are pertinent to new moms or people that might be planning to have a baby or even that are still pregnant. And we want to just educate them a little bit. We always have a theme. We hold this in August because it's National Breastfeeding Awareness Month. So we want to kind of educate everybody about the benefits of breastfeeding, but also to show them some of the community resources that we have for new moms or for people that are pregnant, and also give them the opportunity to tour our hospital so they can see where they will be when they have their baby.
So, Lisa, this event is open to new moms, moms that are expecting. Who can come to Lullabies at Lake Cumberland?
Well, we invite everyone, but it is focused on a mom that's a lady that's expecting, or if they've already had a baby, or if they're even just thinking about having a baby.
So they don't even have to be pregnant to come and learn all about what services the hospital can provide them. You all deal, we were just talking about this before the show, that there's been a lot of babies born recently at Lake Cumberland. So, Erica, what are some things that you all tell new moms to be? There might be some moms out there listening this morning who are about ready to have a baby. So what advice do you give them as new moms?
Well, I mean, just the same things everybody else says. You know, we want them to not forget to take care of themselves. We try to remind them of that in the hospital. You know, as you're preparing to come to the hospital, you can feel free to reach out to us about what you need to bring. I know a lot of people worry about what are some of the things they need to pack to come to the hospital, and then what kind of things we offer once they're there. We want them to know that, of course, we're huge proponents of breastfeeding. So we would like for, people that are getting ready to have a baby to know that we encourage and support breastfeeding. We have lots of resources at the hospital to help with that. We have several lactation counselors. Lisa is a lactation consultant, so that help is there. And then just letting them know that we're here. Having a baby, even if you've had several babies before, every experience is different. People have questions. It's just a huge life-changing event. And so advice I would give is just to let them know that we're here. This is what we do every day, and we want to help. We want them to reach out to us and let them know what they need. So,
Lisa, you said that you all are proponents of breastfeeding. What are some of the benefits that you tell moms to be about breastfeeding as opposed to bottle feeding?
Well, there's benefits to the baby, which, it has a great immunity property, so it protects the baby against certain infections, diseases. They tend to have less ear infections, upper respiratory infections, asthma. Long term, it can even help prevent high blood pressure, diabetes, those kinds of things. And for mom, it helps her lose her baby weight a little faster. And long term, it can also help decrease her risk of ovarian and breast cancers, which that's tremendous. And then as far as the environment, it's cheaper. There's not as much waste in the dumps, and it's natural, and that's just the way we were made to feed our babies.
And hearing from you all and getting advice like this is what people can expect from Lullabies at Lake Cumberland, taking place this Saturday from 1 to 3 in the basement level of the hospital.
Right. Yes, in the basement.
And for people who might be a little unfamiliar with the hospital, it's a big place. Can you maybe tell people where to go, where to park, how to find the basement of Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital?
Yeah, the parking garage would be the easiest way. As you're coming in the main entrance of the hospital, right behind Captain D's, you can turn left right into the bottom level of the parking garage, and you're welcome to park there. Once you come in the entrance from the parking garage, we'll have people there to greet you, to help you get registered and signed up.
Lisa, do people need to contact you all ahead of time to make a reservation, or can they just show up on Saturday from 1 to 3?
No, you don't have to sign up. Just show up, and we'll be there to meet you at the door.
And this is a free event.
It is free.
and anybody can come, but of course, Lullabies at Lake Cumberland geared toward moms-to-be or maybe moms who have just had a baby. Where did this idea come from for Lullabies at Lake Cumberland? Again, it is a yearly event that you all have had for a while.
Yeah, I think it was a joint idea between Leisa and myself. Years ago, we used to do a monthly baby shower, and we would have people come in, sort of a similar event, but on a smaller scale. And that kind of fell off, and we really wanted to bring back that idea of bringing people into the hospital and showing them what we offer, and then trying to sneak in some education in there about some of the things that we thought were important. So I would say it's our idea. We like to give ourselves extra things to do. So.
Well, this is a great event, and I think the whole purpose of what you're trying to do is make moms comfortable and get as prepared as possible for either their baby to come or their new baby. So please come out to Lullabies at Lake Cumberland this Saturday, August the 29th from 1 to 3, and we'll talk more about that when we come back on the show. We're talking to Erica Anderson and Lisa Phillipi this morning about Lullabies at Lake Cumberland. You're listening to Mid Mornings with Amy, presented by the Mobile. Welcome back to Mid Mornings with Amy. It is Thursday, August the 27th, 8:46 in the morning, and we're talking to Erica Anderson and Lisa Phillipi about Lullabies at Lake Cumberland that's taking place this Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. at Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital. And Lisa, in case we have a few people just joining us this morning, tell everybody about Lullabies at Lake Cumberland.
Well, Lullabies is a maternity fair, and we invite moms that are expecting, thinking about having a baby, or if you've recently just had a baby. And we have vendors that set up that have items that may be interesting, and information for moms. And we will have a speaker. Dr. Ricker is our pediatric hospitalist. He's going to get up and have a few words. We're going to have breastfeeding information and lots of goodies and snacks and just tours of the unit, so you can kind of come and find out what we do and who we are.
And all of this is taking place from 1 to 3 p.m. on the basement level of Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital this Saturday. You'll also have some refreshments and door prizes. Erica?
Yeah, we'll have lots of neat things. Each of our vendors bring items that we will then have in a drawing. And we have also cupcakes and kind of fun stuff like that, punch, baby themed stuff.
So any mom who is, any woman rather, who is a mom-to-be or who is maybe already had a baby, has a newborn, and you even mentioned earlier, maybe just women thinking about having a baby sometime soon can come to the maternity fair, which is Lullabies at Lake Cumberland, and learn a little bit more about the services of the hospital and what you all do there. Erica, from your experiences in dealing with moms-to-be and new moms, what are some of their main concerns and things that they get really nervous about?
I think a lot of the things are just, how am I going to take care of the baby when I get home? They worry a lot about how they're going to feed the baby, whether they choose to formula feed or to breastfeed. Is the baby getting enough? Are they growing? Making sure that they know how to calm the baby if the baby, is upset or is crying. Those seem to be a lot of the main questions we get. I think just, it's hard to prepare yourself, especially if you've never had a baby before, for how this is going to change, your life and wanting to know, how to deal with that and what to expect and what's normal and what's not normal kind of thing.
And nurses like yourselves will be available at Lullabies at Lake Cumberland, I assume, to answer questions that moms may have or that women may have.
Yes, they'll have that opportunity to talk to nurses from the units. Of course, we're going to take tours, so they'll get to see and talk to the nurses on each unit, and if they have specific questions. And then we're going to have a little information about breastfeeding, so then they can ask questions there as well.
Lullabies at Lake Cumberland is from 1 to 3 on Saturday, and you mentioned a speaker, you mentioned tours. So this is not a just stop in, or is it a stop in, do what you would like to do and then leave, or do people need to be there at 1 and plan to stay until 3?
They can kind of stop in if they want. We're trying to split it up. Years past, as we've had this, usually everybody shows up right at 1. And so we're going to try to split the group, where half go to see the vendors and the other half are going to come listen to the discussion about breastfeeding, meet Dr. Ricker, have an opportunity to have their cupcakes and punch. And then hopefully then they're going to go see the vendors, and then the other group will migrate in for the session as well. So we can try to split things up a little bit.
Lullabies at Lake Cumberland seems to be a little bit of maybe a support group for women and moms to be the day that you all have it. And Erica, you mentioned it always takes place in August because August is National Breastfeeding Awareness Month. Did I get that right?
That's correct. Yeah.
So Lullabies at Lake Cumberland taking place this Saturday, 1 to 3 p.m. It is a free event. Women, you do not have to register. You can just show up. But if people do have questions about the day or just about the hospital services in general when it comes to maternity information, what can they do?
They can always call myself or Leisa on the unit. You can just call the hospital and ask to speak to any of our units, labor and delivery, ask for us by name. We also have prenatal and breastfeeding classes every month. So in addition to the information at Lullabies, you could attend one of our classes, and then that's a great opportunity to just have some one-on-one time, with Leisa for information about breastfeeding and also to ask more in-depth questions about what to expect.
You also have a Facebook page that people can follow.
Yes.
How can people find you on Facebook?
Just want to find Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital on Facebook and follow our page. We usually share once a month when our prenatal and breastfeeding classes are, as well as the phone numbers to contact to register. And then we share events like Lullabies so that you'll know those are going on.
And the hospital also has a great website with all of the information, not just about the hospital in general, but also about what you all offer in the maternity ward for women. So you can just find Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital online and, of course, on Facebook. We're talking to Erica Anderson and Leisa Phillipi this morning about Lullabies at Lake Cumberland, once again taking place this Saturday, August the 29th, from 1 to 3 p.m. in the basement of Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital. We'll be right back. Thank you for joining me this morning on Mid Mornings with Amy. We've been talking to Erica Anderson and Leisa Phillipi about Lullabies at Lake Cumberland taking place this Saturday from 1 to 3 in the basement of the Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital. And Erica and Leisa, we've also had a great conversation about Netflix. You all like Netflix too. So I think the next time you come back, we'll devote some of the show to talking about our favorite things on Netflix. But very quickly, in the few seconds we have left, you have some new vendors this year at Lullabies.
We do. We have someone coming to us from a company called Wild Tree that is going to show new moms, talk to them about preparing healthy, organic meals that can be frozen and then used for several days. So that's great for families with a new baby.
Erica and Leisa, thank you all so much for being here. It's always good to talk to you. Lullabies at Lake Cumberland this Saturday, 1 to 3 at the hospital for moms-to-be, moms who have just had a baby, or women who just think they would like to have a baby in days to come.